Here are my top 5 tips for teaching English to children. The first one is to have some routines. So students of all ages, especially children, kind of like to know what to expect. So I generally start my classes off with much the same thing, especially for very young learners. So we have a little conversation about what day of the week it is, what day it was yesterday, what people ate for breakfast or lunch or whatever's appropriate, how's the weather, what color shirt are you wearing, that kind of thing. So that's just one thing I like to do. You can also have routines for cleaning up, for sitting down, for handing out worksheets, that kind of stuff. So the more routines you have, the less chaos you'll have in your classroom. The second tip I have for teaching English to children is to keep things moving along. So you may have taken a CELTA course or a TESOL course or something like that. And those courses kind of assume that you'll be teaching adults who can handle, 20-minute or 30-minute activities, generally with not a lot of problems. However, kids have an attention span of like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so you'll have to plan more shorter activities. Keep things moving along and don't let things drag on and on and on, because that's kind of where the chaos can happen in the classroom. The next tip I have for teaching children is to make things age appropriate. So similar to how the CELTA does, longer activities, most of those activities you would learn are kind of geared towards adults. So like talk together with a partner for 5 minutes about this, or compare answers with a partner. Often children are not really able to do this depending on their age and kind of English ability. So choose age appropriate and level appropriate activities to do in the classroom. This will sometimes require things to be a little bit more teacher-centered rather than student-centered, like you would want to do with adults. The next one is to involve parents. So children come with parents or people who are looking after them, who are invested in their English learning time, and they're probably paying money for the class, or they're taking it in a public school, and parents want to know how their kids are doing. So I like to give kind of some homework that might involve parents. I like to talk to the parents whenever I see them outside the classroom. And of course, learning a bit of the language that the parents speak can go a long way towards this. And they will really, really appreciate it. Even just greeting them or saying hello in their first language. Parents love it. So it's well worth it to learn a little bit of the language in the country that you're teaching in. And the final tip that I have for teaching English to children is videos, songs, and chants. Kids love these kind of multimedia things. And whenever I've taught students a song, you can just look on YouTube if you're teaching maybe the colors, you can find a quick song or a chant about colors. And I'll do it in class, have students sing along, have them practice, have them write down the colors that are in the song. And then sometimes even outside the classroom, I'll hear students singing along to it, just in the hallways or whatever. And I just feel you know what, I have done quite a good job if students are singing this little English song outside the classroom. Okay, so those are my top 5 quick tips for teaching English to children. Please be sure to check out my book, 101 ESL Activities for Children. Catch you next time. Bye, everybody.